Hi guys, happy Monday. This is Miss Bryan. I miss you all and I hope that your first week of online learning went well. We are gonna go ahead and kick off this week with some Math 180 lessons similar to what you guys are used to in class. I'm outside right now, so hopefully my papers don't blow away. I'm gonna try and keep this as short and as sweet as possible. That way you guys don't have trouble downloading it and don't have to spend forever watching it. So just feel free to stop, rewind, replay as many times as you think you need. I'm gonna go ahead and start with today's warm-up. So it says use the pan balance to complete the equations. So you notice that on the left-hand side, we have 4y's. I could rewrite that left-hand side as 4y if I wanted to, because there are 4 of them. And on the right-hand side, since the balance is level, that implies that balance is equal. So I'm gonna say 4y equals, we have 4g and 2p. Here's the thing though. Down here, they have told us that p equals 2g. And you guys know that if there is not a coefficient in the front of your variables, that indicates 1, right? So 1p is the same thing as 2g's. So what that means we are allowed to do is go up here and replace 1p with 2g's, and that's exactly what I'm going to do. Let me kind of cross that out. Here's a g, here's a g. Hopefully you guys can see that okay. Same thing with this guy. I'm going to replace that p with 2g's as well. So we're just going to pretend that those p's are not even there because we have substituted in for them 2g's. Now we have 4y's on the left is equal to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 g's on the right. And I think you can tell where this is going. So the next part of your instructions was to figure out what y is equal to. So this kind of reads as, again, when there's no coefficient, they're talking about 1y is how many g's. So we got to think about this. If 4y's equals 8g's, then I would need to figure out how to reduce the left side of this equation down to 1y. So remember, 4y means 4 times y. So the easiest thing to do there to get 1y is just divide by 4. 4 divided by 4 will give me 1. And if I do that on the left-hand side, I also have to do that on the right-hand side. And I think you can see where this is going. 4 times y divided by 4, that gives me 1y. So I'm just going to jot down y. I'm going to bring down my equal sign here. And 8 divided by 4, that's a whole number. Type that into your calculator. 8 divided by 4 is 2g's. And that makes sense, right? For every 1y here, there are double that amount of g's, right? If you had 4y's was 8g's, then that would mean each y has to represent 2g's. So that means our answer makes sense. Alrighty, next part of the equation asks us what y equals in terms of p. So if p is 2g's, hey, don't I have 2g's right there? That means I could replace or substitute in place of 2g's, I could just stick my 1p. Alrighty, hopefully that makes sense to you guys. Down at the bottom, your instructions were, how did you begin working on this problem? The very first step that I did, again, your answer doesn't have to match mine. I just want to see your explanation, was I began working on this problem by, I'm going to write, replacing each p with 2g's. Alrighty. Okay, on to the lesson. Let me just double check that this is clear.